Hey, Executive Manager. I've done something worse. You see, we all know how cracked evades and clashable guards are, but with the damage enemies deal in extreme, surely no ID would be able to just tank it all instead, right? So I'm here to claim a very specific trophy, and that I'm the first person to clear MDE 60 with a level 1 plus 3 LCB Sinner Yisung, I think. The part that scares me the most is that the entire run was only 6.5 hours, and that I somehow profited in Starlight as well? Now unfortunately, it's not possible to do this at uptide 1, as the base IDs are automatically uptied as you clear the story. And once again, we can't stay at level 1 thanks to being force-fed the bonus for our first long battle pack. Which makes me sad, but eh. So with that out of the way, what makes this actually difficult? I mean, besides the obvious, the hardest part might actually just be having a level 1 LCB Yisung. When you just start out, the base IDs are all you have, hence the name, and clearing combat actually gives experience to the IDs in your team. So if a base ID has ever been on your team when clearing the story, they've already leveled up. Honestly, I have no idea how mine is level 1. All my other base IDs are at least level 6, but I'm glad that he somehow survived because it means that I get to do silly stuff like this. Before we beat Virgilius, we need to prove that we can even beat a decrepit Birdman from the mines. And thanks to the hell that is being level 1, enemies are blessed with 20 extra clash power and 70% increased damage. Considering we have 74 HP, a guard, and 3 stagger thresholds, this should mean we're screwed. Except for the fact that charge is such a good status effect that you don't even need to be a charge ID to be a charge ID. When starting with the charge gifts, we get 2 gifts that generate charge throughout each fight, 2 gifts that gives us some charge barrier, and by extension more charge generation, and 2 gifts that do nothing because they actually require charge skills, so we just use them as fusion fodder. But why do we want charge? On top of the shield from charge barrier, and if it manages to activate our guard skill, we're choosing to start with this electric heart thing. With this gift, the first clash we lose each turn gives us shield equal to our charge count. The maximum charge count is normally 20, but we can increase it to 40 with the charge gloves and by a further 5 after enabling Multicrack Heathcliff's support passive with the Envy resources from our skill 2. This is 45 extra shield each turn on Clash Lose. And that's not all, because the effect of this gift is doubled when below half health, meaning we can get up to an extra 90 shield each turn just from losing a clash, which is more than our actual health pool. The only other problem then is our 3 stagger thresholds. The mana music box will unstagger us, but only once per fight. So in order to ensure that we don't get staggered a second time, we have to take enough damage to remove all 3 thresholds in a single turn before the music box activates. And it feels weird to say this, but fortunately, a single hit in extreme kills us, so we don't have to worry about this for long. Beyond that, it's not too bad until floor 15. We bring Index Don and Zhong Ishmael to improve our early SP, Ujat Otis for an extra protection the turn after we activate Gloom Resonance, a bunch of other standard solo stuff, and the weakest form of the weakest sinner. Unfortunately, I did use Ira and Morosita on floor 13 because I tried the Headless Ichthys Ice Spice. Headless that, and I can confirm that I hate this fucking fish. I'm never taking this pack again. We take the Fairy Festival on floor 14, as the little buggers don't have stagger thresholds anymore so that they're harder to munch, and then finally, we reach floor 15 to face off against Virgilius. Up until this point, we haven't actually used Ego even once. Initially, I wanted this to be egoless as well. However, as we're bringing Crow's Eye View, we are weak to Envy. This is bad, because Virgilius runs us over with a 15 base power bus, which is an Envy skill. That is also unclashable, so we don't even get the massive shield from the cardio module. We just have to straight up tank Mephistopheles and the 30 extra burn damage per turn just for being in extreme. This is where an hour and a half of a run comes from. Trying to get past the bus that Yisung himself sleeps in. We activate Ujat Otis on turn 3 for the extra protection next turn and heal to full by outspeeding Virgilius and using our Gloom skill 1 with the grey coat, but I just couldn't do it. So at the start of turn 4, we use Crow's Eye View to inflict 4 attack power down with the Rusty Coin, heal up with skill 1, slot our guard skill for the little extra shield, and pray.